What's up, y'all? I know that this ain't normal. You probably see me at my worst, but it's okay because I just got done doing some yard work. But I want to tell you this. I watched the Don Lemon and Terry Crews interview, and I must say, it's a repeat of Angela Stanton. And I don't normally agree with Terry Crews because I don't normally agree with him. And I'm learning that you got to step back and think for yourself because normally I don't. I only go about the clips that's provided for me. But I'm on fire for this one. And I got to say that once again, when you think differently, people going to treat you differently. Now, the Don Lemon and Terry Crews interview, it started off like it was going to be pretty good. It started off like it was going to be listening on both sides, but at the end of the interview, it was the same thing the Breakfast Club did to Angela Stanton. They started cutting him off. Don Lemon started cutting Terry Crews off and wouldn't allow him to get his thoughts out. He was making too much sense. Now, the one thing that I did pull up, and I paraphrase and I quote, because this video, it was like I was lost in it, right? But he said that if we're going to talk about Black Lives Matter, we need to talk about all Black Lives Matter. Then Don Lemon said, if you're going to say that, then you need to make a movement with that. I'm paraphrasing once again. But have you read the Black Lives Matter mission statement? Now, it started off good. It started off talking about Black lives. It started off talking about equality. It started off talking about all that. But at the end, they throw some other stuff in there. They throw some other stuff in there about how we accept everybody. Now, if that's the case, what does that have to do with Black Lives Matter? If you black, you should, that's the case. It should be Black Lives Matter. But they throw some other wording in there, and at the end of that statement, they kind of incorporate some other stuff. And that's what a lot of people don't see because you don't, like, I look at how these articles are online and they say it's a 3-minute read or whatever. Because people attention spans are not that long. But you hear Black Lives Matter, you think I'm gonna jump on board because it means something. But you gotta read the end of that mission statement. Now, I ain't against nobody. I believe what I believe, you believe what you believe. And I'm just gonna try to say my piece to you and see if you agree. If you don't, I can't make you believe what anything. All I know is I did my part. But what I'm saying is at the end of that Black Lives Matter mission statement, it's some wording in there, it's some language and some things that they put in real slick. And most people not gonna get to the end of it before they finish reading it. Now, I'm gonna come back with a well thought out video, but I just had to get this off of my chest because I see what he is saying, meaning Terry Crews. I see what he's saying. And I don't want to let too much out the bag because I want to say in the black community, it's a thing called house business. And I think that's what they're trying to get him to be like, or trying to get him to do. Keep house business as house business. I'll talk about that later. But what I'm saying is, he have a different way of thinking. He see things differently, and nobody wants to hear that. They're going to scrutinize him. They're going to say all of this stuff about him. And for a while, I was believing a lot of it. Now, it's a lot of stuff that I have to go back and do my research on, which I have been doing. But all I got to say is, the same thing the Breakfast Club did with Angela Stanton, Don Lemon did with Terry Crews. Let me know what you think.